It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see Derek.
Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State, the former Spartan. It's Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall around when you do that.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. A little juke, but he's going to have the further 38. They get 5 out of that jumbo package look. Singletary again. Taken down at the 42. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll see and find out.
Cousins throw into the hands of Fant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll run on first down with Singletary. They'll get this down to the 38. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Off play action, Richardson. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. 23 yards, the final tally. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
That also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now Cousins. Samuel. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw... Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, ready to punt Michael Dixon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go counter with Breida, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Hill on the return. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Texans are going to have a short field here as they take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 25 yards that time.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And this will be a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25, Curtis Samuel. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Richardson off the play fake.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A first down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Samuel.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Throwing is Cousins.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Cousins now on second down.
A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Cousins.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Prater's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Richardson looking to throw this. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one caught by the tight end Bates. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing, Cousins. Open man right side is Rice. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Singletary is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Richardson to throw off play action. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A 49-yard attempt.
Good, right down the pipe, and that will close close the gap down to 14. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but there are definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Now it's Richardson. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll give up the middle to Kelly. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here's Kelly on 4th down, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Steamer.
On play action, Cousins. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now Cousins. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 10.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action. Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. These aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Roger McCreary there to bring him down defensively.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 9.
You gotta score right now. Let's make something happen.
Now Richardson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump this one down to Kelly. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
He made this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. That is caught. Touchdown. Josh Downs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Browns. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 17.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Mustang 19.
Play action. Now Richardson. And
his throw is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
2nd and 10. Richardson off the play fake. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson now on 2nd down.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Richardson looks to throw once more.
And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Richardson on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A 1st down throw for Cousins.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down, Cousins.
That one caught by Rice.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they throw it well. They continue the
touchdown. Devins. And through the air.
And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, check that.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Setting up the screen to Kelly. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That's caught by Kelly. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They go play action with Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
This will be caught at the 2. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Texans 24.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And the Browns first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They go right back to Singletary. He can't get him down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Singletary trying the left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 2nd and 11 now. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Devin Singletary, 29 yards. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston set to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Off the fake, Zampi.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going play action here with Zampi. This taken in by Downs.
Touchdown, Texans.
Josh Downs.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Moody for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And the Browns getting set to go.
And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot